And now for something completely different.
Smoke
medical
weed every day.
The following thoughts on Hoppe Hour represent Brian Hoppe and Facet. Listener discretion is advised.
Live from Tampa Bay, you are tuned in to Hoppe Hour.
He's the voice of a generation that got screwed by the baby boomers. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour starts in 4, 3, 2, Hoppe. Hoppe, Hoppe. This is Hoppe Hour with Hoppe.
What's happening? This is Hoppe Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe. We are live on Hoppe TV right now, 856-49-HOPPE, and it's 856-494-6773. You can always tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. I saw this headline here, and there's really nothing that I can say that will be like, oh, I'm so surprised, because you never really know a person. And I worked at 95.3 WDAE and AM 620, and they cover the Tampa Bay Rays there and do a very good job. And throughout the time I was on the Pat and Aaron show, the discussion was, how is Wander Franco going to be as a player this year? I don't think anybody over there, I don't think Pat and Aaron or any of the shows, I don't really think that their thought was going to be that it's very unlikely that he'll play because he had an improper relationship with a minor. I don't think that was really in everybody's mind over there when we were there. Oh, he might, tear his ACL. Oh, no, he might be attracted to 14-year-olds. I mean, get the hell out of here. What the hell's wrong with you? Yes, the same Wander Franco that plays for the Rays. He's a pedophile. Weird. He had an alleged relationship with a minor, and he was scratched from the game against the Cleveland Guardians. Here's what one person said. This is from Dominican journalist Hector Gomez. Says it will be very unlikely that Wander Franco will play in the MLB again, judging by the results of the investigation that are currently being carried out, which directly commits to the accusations against him. Yikes. I mean, are we going to hear a lot about this, or is this going to get swept under the rug and we never hear from him again? Because I'm just saying, if they are talking about all these allegations being dirty, I mean, this could be bad. In 2021, the 22-year-old signed an $182 million contract. He can buy a lot of toys with that. That was an awful joke. Earlier this week, however, a prosecutor in the Dominican Republic said their probe into Franco's alleged relationship with a minor is being handled by a division specializing in minors and gender violence in the province of Peravia. Angel Fable, a prosecutor in Peravia, told the AP on Wednesday that the investigation into Franco is open under the National Agency for Boys, Girls, Adolescents, Family, and Gender Violent Unit. This is when it's getting bad. Like, there were all those rumors 13 years ago that Mark Sanchez was hooking up with that 17-year-old girl, and yeah, it was kind of slimy and kind of represents Mark Sanchez. He's just a slimy guy. But he wasn't being looked into by the National Agency for Boys, Girls, Adolescents, and Family and Gender Unit. That's a very specific thing. The Dominican native will be paid, but the team is permitted to replace him on the roster while the MLB investigates social media posts alleging an improper sexual relationship between him and a 14-year-old girl. Dude, I don't know what the hell is wrong with you. You have all the money in the world. You have all the attention, anything you could want. And you're hooking up and talking to a 14-year-old. I mean, I get he's sick in the head. He's obviously mentally ill. Because if you are attracted to kids, you are mentally ill. Get away from me. No excuse. I honestly think we're very nice to pedophiles. I think some of the heinous crimes, they should just be put to death. Because then other pedophiles would see that and go, okay, I'm not going to act up because that one guy got put to death. I'll just keep my urges to myself. But we're very easy on pedophiles. Like, I bet you he'll play in 2 years. He may not play for the Rays, and he wasn't going to sign with the Rays in the future anyway because they don't really pay people. So he had nothing to worry about there. I'm just saying this is not a good look. Again, Mark Sanchez talking to a 17-year-old girl was sketchy. And then Jerry Seinfeld, there's that alleged picture. I know he's not an athlete, but years ago of him going out on a date with like a 17-year-old. I'm like, that is the most unsurprising thing I've ever heard about Jerry Seinfeld. I am not a fan. 856-49-HOPPY. My dislike and my utter hatred for Jerry Seinfeld comes from my dad being a diehard fan. My dad, that was all he watched. And then I got into this new show in 2006 called The Office that I watched in my 6th grade class. And I know I make a lot of people saying that I'm making a lot of people feel old saying that I was 16 or that I was in 6th grade in 2006. But yes, I was. And that was the first time I saw The Office. It was the episode when they're all playing basketball and we're all laughing in class. And I start to rent the DVDs. And then my dad, he got into The Office. He got a huge crush on Pam. And then Pam and Jim dated. And the show was never the same again. I don't know if you guys know this, but I speak to a psychologist once or twice a week through one of my sponsors, Counseling on Call.net. If you're in Maryland or Florida, you can get the top-notch shrinks, the top-notch psychologists, therapists, whatever you want to call them, when you go to Counseling on Call.net and tell them I sent you. But by the way, I just bashed my dad for absolutely, positively no reason. That shows the daddy issues and the reason that I go to Counseling on Call.net and I get my mental health in check. I'm just saying, I'm a little crazy. This next headline right here is not surprising to me. I didn't look at this headline and go, oh my God, I'm so surprised. It is very obvious. Everybody knows that Apple products are designed to have a very short shelf life. And I mean, the thing you got to do now, I tell all my friends, whenever I'm working events for Beasley Media Group or I'm out and about, I always bring my cell phone charger. People that don't bring their cell phone charger and let it go to 15% by 2 p.m. are irresponsible. You always got to keep it charged up, especially when your phone keeps getting older and older as time goes by, because they are not designed to last forever. The original iPhones kind of were. And think about Nokia's 20 years ago. That phone could work now, but the iPhone, I have the 2020 iPhone. I think it's the iPhone 12, and it's beginning to act up a little bit. I'm like, Jesus Christ, like, please don't die on me. Like, my MacBook is already kind of dying on me, and I got to buy a new MacBook, but I'm just saying, first world problems.
If you've ever complained that your older iPhone was slowing down, you may be in luck. Apple has settled a class action suit after being accused of purposely slowing down older phones during upgrades. Now millions of people could soon get a check. ABC's business reporter Alexis Christoforous has more. Alexis,
give me my check.
So who's
and don't take my phone.
Eligible to receive a piece of this settlement? How does this work?
So you had to have actually filed this claim before the deadline, which was 2020.
So then that doesn't really matter. You had to do this when everybody was, suffering from COVID. If you signed a petition to get a lawsuit going against Apple in 2020, you must just be so rich and elite that you had the top-notch healthcare. I can't imagine anybody 3 years ago, which, first of all, how is 2020 3 years ago? I know everyone's saying that, but it's frightening. But second of all, I don't know how anybody in their right mind during that awful year would go, you know what? My cell phone dying is the worst possible thing to happen this year, that I am going to just sue Apple. I'm just saying. People have a lot of time on their hands. Speaking, I love this transition by the expert known as Ryan Hoppe. Speaking of somebody that has a lot of experience.
Tan mom Patricia Krenzel is running for U.S. Senate in 2024. She filed paperwork to officially run in the state of Florida.
Tan mom gets a bad rap, but for really no reason. She's Tan mom. Again, her name is Patricia Krenzel, but her real name is Tan Mom. You can't be offended or annoyed by someone named Tan Mom. And obviously, when I tell you that I'm a listener of Howard Stern, that probably does not seem that unbelievable because every single radio host likes Howard. And over the years, I enjoyed when Tan Mom and her manager, Adam Barta, that does all this great content online. I had them on Hoppe Hour 4 years ago. And before I kind of would laugh at Tan Mom on the show, like when they did the dating game and that 4 years ago, or the IQ test or whatever with her husband, who seems so embarrassed. On Howard's show, they had Tan Mom and her husband go at it on air, and you can just tell he is defeated by life. So you have all this content over the years of Tan Mom, and then I got to interview her, I would say 4 years ago. Sweetest woman ever. She was an absolute delight. I could not believe it. I was really excited about it. So here we go. We're going to find out what Tan Mom is up to because she's got a lot of time on her hands, and that is not surprising at all. 856-49-HOPPE. It's 856-494-6773.
As a Republican.
I am a Republican through and through. I'm trying to embrace it so people realize the situation at hand.
Yeah, but
she honestly speaks, she's beginning to speak a little weird, but she sounds better than, she sounds like a Midwest morning show in Cleveland. She kind of sounds a little bit like that guy. Also, she sounds better than Biden.
Realize the situation at hand.
Doesn't she sound like the guy in Cleveland? The situation at hand, do she?
At hand.
Yeah, but does she actually want to run for office, or does she just want to be on Howard Stern more? It's like...
Oh, let's see. This guy gets it. He's a Howard Stern listener. I don't really think she wants to run for Senate, brah. But then again, her talking right here sounds better than anything our last two presidents have said.
To embrace it so people realize the situation at hand.
Yeah.
There is a lot of situations at hand. You can't deny that. Tan Mom for president, not even Senate. We need her as president. Honestly, she was so delightful to talk to because I was kind of sketched out. It's like, hey, am I going to be treated like how Mama June probably treats people? That imbecile from Honey Boo Boo, that awful mother. Because you never know. You see these people on TLC and TMZ and all these shows, and you're like, are they going to be cool? Are they not going to be cool? But Tan Mom was an absolute princess. And I think her positivity and her good vibes would really help out the world issues. 856-49-HOPPE. Okay. We are going to put in good universe, or good energy into the universe, rather. We are going to put out positive vibes and amazing feelings. And what is that about? I found a bunch of songs that I grew up listening to when I used to record the B96 after party in 2006 and 7 and 8 in Chicago. And I found all these tapes when I went home last week, and I Shazammed them. And they're all on YouTube now. Type in B96 after party. I put up all the shows from like 18 years ago that I taped. But I was Shazamming some of these songs. And these songs are so old that they're not copyrighted. So I think, legally, I'm allowed to play them. The first one is this song that never really took off. I mean, it's got 18,000 views on YouTube, which is okay, but it never was a hit. It's Ja Rule featuring The Game with Sunset. We will be right back on
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Oh, yeah.
Now niggas know I'm from New York. Shit, I love California, yeah. From back when NWA rock the black and gray raid and shit, or some gangster shit. Niggas wasn't thinking about hoes and how maintenance the coupe with the translucent roof. I done two-tone the blues just to ride up the strip for the look on Sunset. From sun up to sunset, niggas be on some pimp shit. But you already know this. If you ever know this, by the looks of me, baby, I'm holding it. I ain't telling if you ain't know when I'm a dog. Meet me at the La Mondrian. I'll be sitting out front in the back watching the Star is Born. And you ain't getting gone, at least no time soon. Cause we heading over to the Viper Room to get high on whatever your heart desires. But you can start giving head while we ride sunset. Come on. Go right on my dial, watch my body get so wet. Tonight's gonna be the night, be a night you forget. I make you feel good while we ride, so good while we ride. Take a ride up and down the sunset. Go right on my fire. California's the mecca of hydraulics. The switches on low riders, the Dayton's on gold wires. West siders throw it up, my nigga, it's all love. I'm calling out every Crip and blood in LA. Essays hit the strip on dubs, let's hit the club. My bitches and stars stripping for dubs. Mommy, what's up? Lambo doors up. When they see me, they show me love. Honk the horn, pull over and roll up. The Chronic and blow dubs. Better hope it ain't no gunplay. Cause Sunset Friday is Crenshaw Sundays. And I love LA like Snoop Love and 6 Trey. Where would I be without Dre to live and die in LA? All we know is low riders and sex. And what happens on Sunset stays on Sunset. Got the whole strip throwing up dubs. And since Pac died, it ain't been no California love.
Oh, sing it to me, baby. Don't you love a ride up and down the sunset? How is this song never a radio hit?
Ghost rides and whips for the bay with the stunner shades on. We sitting on chrome, candy painted in Parlor. 6 foes, 6 dukes, Continentals with suicide doors. Can't help but flows when you in Los Angeles. Just learn your dress codes, B's and C's. Cause it's all about the G-code. Niggas fucking these free codes. Hoppe and that Perico. Niggas stacking these Legos. Bitches moving that milk no more less than the day old. Riding down Rodeo with twins that resemble J-Lo. Uh-oh, they wanna get the lick and the pimp in the right places. I promise I'll be patient before I get to replacing the bitch. I mean, it's 2 of them shit. That means there's 4 lips at one time around one dick. And they doing it while we hitting the strip. And
oh, sing it to me, baby.
we riding high on it.
So good, Bobby, baby. If you want to see the latest episode of Hoppioki over at the Chill Room, which is me singing atrocious, and I'm telling you, atrocious karaoke, go to @Ryan Hoppe Radio on all social media platforms to see that. I sang Take You Down by Chris Brown, and I got a lot of cheers from some Gen Z, man. All the people that were older kind of looked at me like, why did you have to do that? But the Gen Z kids, there were like 12 of them at the Kava bar when I sang, and they're like, yeah! And I'm like, oh my God, I think I found my audience.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
This following segment has been brought to you by the best Kava and Kratom around. When I tell you that Mitra 9 is the best around, I'm a man of my words. Go to mitra-9.com and check out. Use keyword Hoppe to save 20%. Yes, 1/5 on the best Kava and Kratom around. For all the info, mitra-9.com. Also, this is being brought to you by DZBZHoney.com, the best Delta 8 CBD relaxant around. DZBZHoney.com. And the last one, Astro Bliss Hemp Lemonade. So we got Kava and Kratom, we got nice honey that's got Delta 8, and we have Astro Bleem Hemp Lemonade. ASTROBLEME.com, and at checkout, use keyword Hoppe to save 10%. So you got the Kava and the Kratom, you got the honey, and then you got the lemonade. Sounds like a deal to me. All right, we're going to come back and talk about much more. But first, before we come back, we must let the beat drop. Yeah, this is Romeo, one of my closest friends here in Tampa Bay. There's a lot of scumbags in Tampa Bay, but he ain't one of them. Type in Romeo 111 on Spotify to hear his music. He's out there in California killing it. All right, 856-49-HOPPE. It's 856-494-6773.
Hoppe Hour. Call Hoppe now. 856-49-HOPPY.
Now for something completely different.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Welcome back. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe. Again, because nothing says Tampa radio like being self-serving about your birthday. I am having a celebration of my dirty 30s. Here's what we're doing. September 1st, I'm going to downtown St. Pete. It's going to be First Friday. It's going to be very lit. It's going to be a fun time. And then Saturday, I will be with my co-host, Pharaoh, who's not here today. Actually, he is here. Yo, what's up, Ryan Hoppe? You're the best co-host ever. Thanks, Pharaoh. No, but Pharaoh will be at 1701, the Latin Club in Tampa Bay, and I will be there too, September 2nd. And we are going to do shots, I tell you. A lot of shots. But we're going to do about 7 shots at once when it goes from 11:59 and 58 seconds and 11:59 and 59 seconds and then it turns midnight. And then I'm officially in my dirty 30s. Oh, my God. The hangover the next day is going to be so unbelievable. And then how are we fixing that hangover? First of all, we're going to sleep in on Sunday because then that's September 3rd. This is Labor Day weekend, bro. I have this all planned out. It's called a crisis. And on September 3rd, Pharaoh and friends are throwing a pool party with beautiful women and hip-hop music and happy hour hanging out, me and Pharaoh. For all the info, go to YNGPHAROH. YNG Pharaoh. Follow him. Message him. The tickets are between $15 to $20. It's a great deal. And then Monday is when you sleep in after that weekend of pure debauchery. Because Monday or Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is going to be crazy. It's going to fly by. I'll probably gain 10 pounds from vodka. And then Monday, Labor Day, we're going to sleep in. Which I have this planned out too. Like, shout out to my boss, Tyson, for allowing me to take 4 days off September 1st through 4th. But like every single Tampa radio host, I am being very self-serving by talking about my birthday. So we are going to talk about everything going on with Britney Spears. And it's going to be a very unique article because I cannot believe the fact that they broke up. Because Britney Spears, when you look at her, she's totally normal and not insane. And actually, I'm not saying she wasn't a victim of the conservatorship, but I think her parents kind of had a point. I used to think that was a mean opinion, but then when you bow down to this man named Sam Asghari who treated you well, and then you cheat on him with a housemate, you're kind of a bad person.
Britney Spears and Sam Asghari call it quits after 1 year of marriage.
My main thing is to enjoy life.
My main thing is to enjoy life and just go, I'm going to burn every bridge ever and then burn down my house probably. She literally almost burned down her gym 4 years ago. So that joke's actually kind of scary because I don't want to manifest it. I don't want to have her house like burned down to the ground and then everyone's like, oh yeah, shock jock in Tampa Bay, Ryan Hoppe. I don't need that.
My main thing is to enjoy life and take one day at a time, and I try to live by that.
E.T. confirmed the news after TMZ broke it. While the outlet claims cheating allegations were to blame, our sources say Britney denies any infidelity.
Oh yeah, when you were hanging out with that dude on that helicopter, remember like 4 months ago? And I had this discussion with Alessia. I go, she's cheating on him. And Alessia, who's coming back very soon, so excited. Kids are back in school. But Alessia was like, no, why can't guys and girls just hang out? Like, and then there's this. This is exactly it. Britney Spears for the last 6 months has been seen talking to other dudes and everyone's going, no, she's just friends with them. No. She's having sex with them and she's cheating on him.
I'm just living my life right now.
A source tells ET that Britney and Sam have had ups and downs throughout their relationship.
Like most relationships, but when you date Britney, there's probably more of downs. That sounded weird.
And though they have a lot of love for each other, they also argue a lot over fundamental issues.
Yeah, Britney seems like Because you know when you're in an argument with a woman, that sounds so sexist. I'm kidding. It's so much fun arguing with women. I bet Britney Spears during her arguments is so obnoxious. She's like, you're never gonna make it in life. You're a loser. I'm the cash cow here. I could see her rubbing it in his face. And he's like, well, babe, I take care of you. And I bought you all those fancy vacations. I can just see her being such a snob. And then he probably gets mad because she probably keeps poking. I bet when Britney Spears is arguing, because I have previous experience, that they keep poking. They keep poking and poking and poking and poking. And I can tell you right now, Britney Spears is a poker.
Quote, sometimes they feel as though each other's needs aren't being completely met.
Yeah, she's like 12 years older than him. Needs are not met. He wants kids. She barely should have been a mom.
Recently, things took a bad turn and their arguments became more serious and real.
And that's the scary part about relationships. And when you get to the point where like the arguments go from like, hey, you left out the towel and now it smells in the bathroom, to like, I don't know if this is working out. That's when it gets bad. So they probably were having, oh my God, you farted in here, you're a gross person type of arguments. And then it got vicious. Which, gentlemen out there, and ladies, I guess too, if you ever go through those arguments where it feels vicious, just end it.
Just being in a relationship with someone that has achieved so much, so many great things, and at such a young age.
He's too good of a guy. He's well-spoken.
Kind of gives me the understanding and teaches me so much for the little things I'm going to achieve, or the big things.
You will, bro. You're very young. Also, by the way, that last two sentences that I just played on Happy Hour, he sounds like the smartest dude ever compared to K-Fed. Listen to this. He's so well-spoken. K-Fed's like, you know. He had that song that was on the Kids' Choice Awards like 18 years ago. It was like, yeah, a little bit of rock and roll. He had that rap song. Yeah, she really cheated on the wrong person.
For the little things I'm going to achieve, or the big things.
Britney and Sam first met on the set of her 2016 music video for Slumber Party.
Hell yeah, she took a page out of Madonna and started banging the dancers. Which I bet you, if you're married and you're on a dancing show or whatever, it's got to be, I'm not saying, because people that cheat will go, oh my God, I had the urges. But I'm telling you, if you're on one of those dancing shows, you got a pickup dancer and she's shaking her butt and you're dancing, it's got to be hard. Think about it. You got Neo that's been known as a cheater and that. When you're doing all the bumping and grinding, unless you're R. Kelly, then you need to call the cops. I got to skip over this because of copyright. Because if I post a song that has copyright on here, it will shut me down and say no.
September 2021, the pair announced their engagement.
Look at that. You like it?
Yeah. It's amazing. It's heaven from here on out.
You know when you say that a woman has crazy eyes, they should just change that phrase to the person has Britney Spears. I mean, her eyes in these videos that I'm watching, I know this is an audio podcast, so you can only hear it, but you've seen it. Her eyes, she looks like she doesn't sleep, bruh.
You have to have some. Do you want a big wedding, a small one?
I want the biggest wedding in the world.
What kind of wedding do you want to have? What's your dream day?
You know, it's up to her. She's wearing the pants now.
Yeah, she is, bro. He admitted it. It's actually very humble of him. That's probably what she didn't like about him, is she probably wants to argue all the time. And he's like, I don't care. You're just being an imbecile.
Your dream day.
You know, it's up to her. She's wearing the pants now. Yeah.
Ahead of their big day, Sam stood by Britney as she battled her 13-year conservatorship, which officially ended in November 2021.
Yeah, and this is also another situation of he probably put so much work into this relationship. And then you have Britney Spears. She's going, I'm going to cheat with a bunch of men. Isn't that the best feeling? Oh, yeah.
Everything's amazing. We're so excited to start a new chapter, and everything's so positive from
He's so well-spoken.
here on out.
Jump to June 9th, 2022, and the couple married at her home in Thousand Oaks, California.
How's married life? I have to wear this thing now.
You're funny.
You know, it's just surreal, man. It's
I got this crazy woman laying next to me.
It's been a minute. It was way overdue for us, and we imagined this thing being a fairy tale, and it was.
I feel like this is not going to even be like that bad about heartbreak for Sam Asghari. Like, men really go through it during heartbreak, but I'm telling you, I don't think it's going to be that bad for him because he probably put in so much work that he's like, I need to start banging someone else.
And we only had like 50 to 70 people. We wanted to just celebrate, and that's what we did.
Yeah, you did. You celebrated by a year later, she's cheating on you with the guy in the house. Oh, that's got to be the best feeling ever. I've never been cheated on that I know of, but I couldn't even imagine like if you met somebody or like if your like girl cheated on you and then you see the dude that she cheated on you with at like, because I've seen it before in like places where I knew a lot of people in the same room and you're like at this one place, oh, I got to be careful how I say this. I was at this place and it was a huge room and there were a lot of people and this person that worked there, this female they claimed they weren't banging, but they were like hugging each other all the time and doing this and that. And there was the wife of the dude who would come and visit and they'd be sitting there and they were the woman and the dude were acting like, oh yeah, we're not totally flirting. And you find out that the girl has a boyfriend who's like, yeah, she's just talking to other dudes. You know, no, I'm like, holy Florida. Like when I went up to Chicago, oh my God, everybody was talking about, oh, we got to be monogamous and that. And then down here, everybody cheats. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. You know what else is crazy? I'm telling you right now, when you go through a public breakup, because I have a little bit of experience, it's good to not respond because it just puts things away. And this is a very smart and a very classy and a very well thought out decision by Sam Asghari. He is not going to air the dirty laundry of this failed marriage, of this failed relationship.
This is the first picture of Britney since the news broke with screaming headlines like split knee.
Well, the picture they're showing of her, here, let me get this for Hoppe TV. This is Britney Spears driving right here. Look at that. She looks like she's going through the biggest crisis of all time. Look at that. I'm telling you right now. I will tweet out the picture at Ryan Hoppe Radio if you're listening to the podcast. She's got her shades on and she's just looking like a sociopath speeding in her car. Probably going 90 into 25. Like it's like a school zone. She's like, I don't care, kids. Get out of the way. I'm Britney Spears.
Brits over and the quite predictable.
I got to skip over that because of copyright. Britney Spears is one of the reasons I'm heterosexual. There's Britney Spears, Tyra Banks, Rihanna, the British agent from Agent Cody Banks 2, Hannah Montana a little bit. Like you see pictures of them like when you're like 13 or 12 and Britney Spears too. And I'm like, I really like girls. It was because no girls really talked to me in elementary school. So like my version was like even the show One-on-One, the sitcom, it was like an African-American sitcom. And then there was a show called Girlfriends that was an African-American sitcom. All the women on here were beautiful. Oh my God.
Off. Sam was the first to file papers listing their date of separation as July 28th. He reportedly signed a prenup that would give him $1 million for every 2 years of their marriage.
Hell yeah, smart idea, bruh. So he's getting $500,000 then, right?
But despite reports that Sam is threatening to go public with, quote, extraordinarily embarrassing information.
She has IBS.
If Britney does not agree to renegotiate it, my source close to the situation tells me that is just not true. The court papers do say that Sam has yet to determine the full nature and extent of the separate property assets and obligations of each party.
Yeah.
Meaning Britney could be singing.
All right, I gotta skip over this. That is a very smart decision by him to not air his dirty laundry. I actually respect that. Because when a significant other, I'm not projecting, makes a decision to tell everybody, you kind of go, I just want to let it go. Because if you respond to the ex publicly, that is just, it becomes a war. And you're like, I just want to jay off in peace. I don't want to think about heartbreak. I'm just saying, it's absolutely nuts out there. And Sam Asghari is a brilliant man. He's a class act. And Sam, you are always invited on Happy Hour if you want to talk about it. Because I know breakups can be kind of a bitch and kind of annoying. But let me tell you, man, if he were to go on Hinge, he would kill it. Because he has so many options, but so many girls would probably be rude to him. And then again, that is a very common occurrence on dating apps. People being rude.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
This next song is called "'Cause the Beat's Hot." And it used to air on the B96 After Party 18 years ago. And I'm telling you right now, this song didn't take off anywhere else. But in Chicago, this was the song of 7th grade.
There's a man on the bad side of town. He got a board, a new kind of board.
Oh yeah? What's so special about it?
It's got a special beat. When you pick it up, the whole world start dancing. Don't tell anyone where you got this information from. The whole world's on the lookout for the skateboard.
Because the beat's hot. Because the beat's
You know this beat's hot, we got the streets locked. I keep it coming back for more like a crease spot.
Hey, what's the scenario? I got the video, the type of music you could bump it in your stereo.
So put it in your system, and let that bass hum, and let it beat your eardrums till your face numb.
Hey, we just two creeds, boy, way out your lead, boy. Them boy bangers from the J to ENT,
From Pondside to Long Beach, boy. Get out your seats, boy, and make way for them skaters from the streets, boy.
Kick flips, boy. Big chips, boy. Overseas, here we come, big trips, boy.
What you know about this thing? Flying on the weekend, bank accounts all around the world. We eatin' peso, francs, euros. Stop. No hook on the track. Why?
Because the beat's hot.
I be a skater girl, in my skater world. Got yellow, purple stones, I'm a Laker girl.
You see that cherry whip, that Bloody Mary kid. Zoom, boom, I'm about to marry this.
I mean that beat though, like Danny Lee though. You can catch my toes trucking like a repo.
Cause this is our block, my wood, Long Beach boys and girls, this is our hood.
Cause I'm the queen, gotta make you lean. Board banging on my line like I'm illiterate.
What up?
Show stopping at the light, my rims stop.
Yeah.
No hook on the track.
Because the
Here it comes. They're about to promote their song, and the way they promote it is so 17 years ago, it's crazy.
Because the beat's
We
hot.
make your body rock, now do the ollie pop.
Yeah.
Got you tasting different flavors like a lollipop.
Hey, just dance to this,
Oh, shit.
and wave your hands to this, and get it poppin' in the club when they bangin' this.
See, I'm skateboard. Just call me Lakeshore. Stones break bones, but I break boards.
Yeah, we stepping in the light.
What's happening?
Dust, flop, no hook on the track.
Here it comes.
If you're feeling our song, download it for free.
So they're saying if you're feeling our song, download it for free. Do you think it's going to be on Spotify? Oh, wait, this is 18 years ago.
Flop, no hook on the track.
Because the beat's hot.
If you're feeling our song, download it for free.
Where at?
At boardbangers.tv. If you're feeling our song, download it for free. At boardbangers.tv.
A .tv URL. If that is not the most 18 years ago, go on my myspace.com/this/that. I mean, that is a throwback. 856-49-HOPPY.
Happy Hour will be right back.
I can't just go into this live read without playing some more Mario. Talk to me, Mario. Oh, trip me out, Mario, while the beat drops. I'm ready, Romeo. Are you ready? Because the way that the beat is about to drop is going to be the craziest way of all time that the beat has dropped. The way it's going to go down, you're going to go back and look into past and go, I thought I heard some of the best beat drops of all time. I really, really did. But in reality, this was the best beat drop of all time. Close enough. This following segment has been brought to you by Amir Academy of Martial Arts. When I tell you that Amir Academy is the best MMA trainer in all of the Bay Area, I'm a man of my words. Also, go to westchaseprinting.com. Getting all worked up. Westchaseprinting.com, the best printing company in all of the Bay Area. They made my business cards. They made a lot of things for me. If you go to westchaseprinting.com and on the invoice, you tell them that you heard about it from Ryan Hoppe, DJ Tone, who runs the company, will hook you up.
Happy Hour.
Please don't be offended. He's sorry in advance.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh my God. I am so out of breath. 856, I don't know why I said that. 49 Hoppe. 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me, at Ryan Hoppe Radio. All right, enough of that bumper music. I have that phrase that I say during every show. If I'm getting bored, you're getting bored.
Tom Brady and Irina Shayk have a 48-hour rendezvous at a London hotel.
Yeah, he's so busy. He's a traveling man that, you know, on the weekend, he's like, Tom Brady is like, I am going to Pound Town. You know what I'm saying?
Further fueling those romance rumors that began last month.
It was really fun. We had a great time.
A source tells ET the stars barely left their room for 2 days.
Hell yeah, Tom. Just get it in, bro. Just get it in. Man, I bet they barely got room service. Like, I bet they were just like, leave the pancakes at the door. I'm banging her.
Ordering room service in order to keep their...
I told you. I know how this works. Of course he got room service. He's like, I want to get laid a fourth time. And they're like, we'll just leave it at the door.
Service in order to keep their getaway top secret. With the 37-year-old model only leaving the hotel once before returning less than 2 hours later.
And her hair is all messy.
Honey, life treating me always well. I can't complain.
That's her talking. Oh my God, Tom, you are doing such a good job of having sex with me.
Honey, life treating me always well. I can't complain.
Life treating me always well when I'm dating a really famous guy.
When it came time to part ways, we're told the pair left using separate exits 5 minutes apart.
Oh, stop it. Just leave together. What are you doing? I can't be seen with someone that everyone knows I just had sex with for 2 days in a row. What are you doing, bro?
So why was Tom across the pond? Well, the retired NFL quarterback was in town on business, checking in on his investment in Birmingham City 2 weeks after becoming co-owner of the soccer team.
I wonder if they're going to be good because of him.
It was amazing. Obviously, winning the game's most important, but seeing the support of the fans and the stadium was pretty electric.
Tom watched the team score a 1-0 win against Leeds United on Saturday.
All right. I tried so hard, and in the end, it doesn't even matter. I'm really trying to get into soccer. I just can't do it. I don't know. Pardon me, but when a game can end 0-0, it's not really my thing. 856-49-HOPPE. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. this next headline. I'm telling you this right now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Oh, yeah. It looks like Marcus Jordan and cloud-chasing loser, but babe, Larsa Pippen, that a wedding date is in the works. Oh, poor Scotty. Oh, Scotty. Maybe if you weren't such a dirtbag to everybody you ever met, you would have better karma. But that's the karma you get. You treat everyone like dirt. Your former teammate's kid ends up marrying her. Like in life, what you put out, you get back. Unless you take someone's cell phone. 856-49-HOPPY. Somebody check in on Michael Jordan. It sounds like his arch nemesis ex-wife is close to being his daughter-in-law, because Marcus just revealed a wedding date with Larsa is in the works. Man, what are they doing? Like, how are they going to think that that's going to work? They must just be the most bizarre couple ever. And here's what I mean. What I'm saying is you literally have this 49-year-old woman who's kind of crazy and kind of annoying. You have her dating a 28-year-old to piss off Scotty and to piss off Michael. And then you have Marcus Jordan, who's 28 years old, and he is literally in love with her. And he has a podcast called Separation Anxiety. And right here, it says, what is it like being on reality TV? I want to play for you a little. No, that one's boring. I think we definitely are a touchy couple. This is the official podcast called Separation Anxiety with the great Larsa Pippen and the overthinking Marcus Jordan.
We definitely are a touchy couple. That's how we express ourselves, express our love.
I think so too.
You know?
I think so too. The way I just grab your butt in public. We're so touchy. Hey, everybody, I'm getting a quarter pounder tonight and I'm banging Marcus.
But I don't think it was the whole day. I think they just caught us at one, you probably had a great putt or something. And
yeah, and your butt was looking all good. And I'm like, oh my God, I have so many issues.
And then I kissed you to celebrate. We're living our best lives and people should be able to express themselves and show love.
All right, who's not showing love? Are you showing love by banging your ex-husband's teammate's kid? Oh yeah, you're being such a lovely person. I'm not saying it's not hot and sexy, but it's a bad decision. She's projecting because she knows that not that many people like her and that she's just getting older and crazier.
People show so much hate. Why can't they show so much love?
Hey, I agree.
What is that all about?
I agree.
What is it all about? The fact that I probably have ruined marriages. What is that all about? Ooh, this one right here. This one's really good. It says, if we had one bank account, where would we put both? Dun, dun, dun. Because you know that Larsa has a lot of money and Marcus Jordan, not so much.
If we had one bank account where we both put in, I don't know, let's just say $2 million.
Okay.
$3 million.
Okay.
Would you
2 or 3, I like that.
2 or 3, yeah, 2 or 3.
I like that.
Who do you think would be more responsible with that $2 or $3 million? Me or you? Just asking for a friend.
That's a loaded question. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I got you. That's a very loaded question because I don't want to have an argument with her. 856-49-HOPPY. This next song right here, baby. I was 19 years old, cruising around the suburbs in my car till 4 a.m., blaring this song, Kid Ink, California Dreamin', only on Happy Hour.
Of beaches
bitches, bunch of pretty bitches. But don't get it twisted, wrong turn could be missing. Stay riding with the bros like a car full of siblings. Kush running through my system straight from. Swear you ain't never gon' leave if you get a whiff of this. Yeah, my life is like a movie, nigga, you could get a clip. Here they shooting better chip, that mean you should probably dip. Any city I don't trip out here. Cause bitch, I'm good at where I go. Name any hood, better nigga I know. Headed to the stove for Swisher Sweets in the tall can Arizona. The sun hot in the zone. Nah, where you from? Better own throw it up. Throw it. Don't wake me up, but I got a £quarter, maybe you could wake me up. All my bitches weigh a buck, $25, 40, born bad like the man straight from. All the way turned up, white tee, pair of chucks, let me redesign you. Been that way since high school, nigga and your girl, she been on my dick since high school. I'm sorry if you move, that's cause I been here, Hollywood all the way to the big T. That's where nigga used to get my dro. Then I'm on Sunset, selling night shows. If it ain't table in the bottle, ain't going. So much smoke, man, the nigga can't breathe. Have some fun, the big girl don't let stay here.
What's up? Got it. I just feel it right now. It's 2013. I'm driving down the block. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-673. You like how I did that? This following segment has been brought to you by FitSageFitness.net. When I tell you that Devin Prasad is the best workout trainer in all the Bay Area, I'm a man of my words. Go to FitSageFitness.net and there tell him I sent you. This is also being brought to you by Rich Keeley, who is the best barber in all of the Bay Area. I've been going there for 3 years now. He's great. So if you sign up for an appointment at richkbarber.com or on the Salon Loft app and you go there and you tell him I sent you, he will hook you up. I'm telling you, he made me so handsome. Before, if my hair grew out, I look like a butch lesbian. Now I look like a man. Thanks, Rich. Also, do you need to work on your mental health? Do you feel like life's a little hard and you need someone to talk to? I'll tell you about that right after the beat drop. Go to counselingoncall.net. And if you're in Maryland or Florida, you can sign up to get a psychologist, a therapist, a shrink, whatever you want to talk about or talk to, or what you want to call it. If you go to counselingoncall.net and you sign up for an appointment, when you tell them that you heard about it on Happy Hour, they're going to be like, oh my God, we are going to hook you up with the best shrink possible. Because in this short lifetime, if you need some help with your mental health, why not do it?
Happy Hot Topic!
Hey, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh, yeah. 856-49-HOPPY. Let's get back into it.
Happy Hot Topic!
This next headline I find utterly fascinating. Not really.
For the first time ever, broadcast and cable TV usage fell below 50% in a single month. And while streaming hasn't fully overtaken traditional TV usage just yet, the gap is the smallest it has ever been.
Yeah, nobody wants to use TV. Who wants to use TV? Who cares? You can literally get whatever you want at any time on an app. Who cares if you got to sit there literally at 7 p.m. to watch the show? I'm good. I'll watch it on demand.
Joined now by John Lafayette. He is the business editor for Broadcasting and Cable magazine. John, you may need to change the title, just edit it a little bit. Broadcasting, streaming, and cable. Just want to ask you, though, are traditional TV days numbered? What are you seeing?
Well, thanks for having me on, Lana. Yeah, it's a difficult time in the traditional TV business. Everybody.
Yeah, nobody wants to be in traditional TV. It's like, I don't know, kind of, it's okay. I prefer HBO Max or Hulu. Traditional TV is okay. It's not bad. It's not the worst thing ever, but it's not really something I'm going out and seeking. Oh, I want to watch ABC tonight with the 14 boner pill commercials. Please.
Consumers are sounding the alarm over data privacy issues when it comes to the use of AI technology. According to a 2022 survey, 60% of consumers expressed concern about how organizations apply and use AI today.
Yeah, I feel like, you know how Facebook got away with a lot back in the day and then they went to Congress and whatever and they cleaned up their ways? The weirdest one was if you had a girl's phone number or a guy, everybody did this in 2015, 16, and 17. If you went on mobile.facebook.com and you put in the person's phone number, if you got it from like a dating app, it would show the profile. It was the weirdest thing ever. And then everybody did it, but everybody was really quiet about it. And they changed that. And right now, they're in that same era over here in the future where everything's kind of, sketchy, but then they're going to start to regulate it. And then it won't be the Wild West anymore.
And as more companies incorporate artificial intelligence tools to predict, grow, and enhance their services, how can customers keep their data safe?
I don't care anymore. Like I said, if I'm bored, you're bored. This next topic is so exciting.
A federal appeals court has ruled in favor of putting heavy restrictions on the abortion pill mifepristone.
Oh, hell yeah.
This can't be enforced until
this country's really doing well when we're talking about a topic from 50 years ago. Huh?
A federal appeals court has ruled in favor of putting heavy restrictions on the abortion pill mifepristone. However, those new limits can't be enforced until the legal process plays out in court.
There should be no legal process. It's literally a woman's choice. That's the only correct answer. 856. That was a good way to end it. Nothing says, let's end happy hour. Like just talking about abortion, The exciting topics going on in the world. Well, this has been a fun time. I've really enjoyed it. The listens have been through the roof recently, and it means a lot to me and Pharaoh. A reminder, September 3rd, go to YNGPHAROH on all social media, Young Pharaoh. He's having the pool party on September 3rd. The perfect day to introduce myself to the Dirty 30s. And in Labor Day, September 4th, we are sleeping in. This has been Happy Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe, signing off. Goodbye now.